Let's take a look at the highlights from round 18 of PlayStation 4 NPL Victoria. Davey Van Schip got Pascoe Vale off to a perfect start against Port Melbourne Sharks, intercepting a cross-field pass to score the opener. Van Schip had 2 before the half-hour mark, his predatory striking instincts on show with this turn and shot. It was 3 for Pascoe Vale in the second half when Luka Prelevic rounded out the scoring. And at 3-0 up, Pascoe Vale could see the lighter side of this penalty kick. Davey Van Schip was shooting for his hat-trick. What happened next? Well, only he can explain.
So it's going to be Ryan Pachkovsky looking up at 4 in the wall. He's some 10 to 12 metres from the penalty area. Left-footed take. He's trying to dip it in time. Volley and in. Pilkington with the opener. Flash of lightning here. Thoughts of the Copa America during the week. Right now, Oakley on the ball. Great run from Zoric. Oh, it's a magical goal. Goran Zoric with a solo run, a deft chip, and one of the goals of the year. To see in the second half is Scott Orr, dangerous, shallow clearance. Hatzimaratis wins the ball, and now a very ugly slide challenge coming in from Scott. He's given away a penalty at the byline. Now it's Bosniak against Scott. Right-footed take, and he buries it. It was at a savable height. We go into a 3rd minute of stoppage. The ball is down to Thurtell! And they are level before half-time. Matt Thurtell with a right-footed volley. But now might have a bit of room to think about swinging in a ball, and does. Stooping to the ball, Wallace! Bentley in front!
Dealt with for the moment. Schroen from outside the box. The save comes down. Epifano brought down. No penalty. Norton keeps it alive. Lujic has turned in. And South Melbourne finally have the 1-0 lead here at Lakeside Stadium. Flynn plays it forward. Arms of the South defenders up, but Nia Joran's through. 1-on-1, it's a goal. The flag is down. Brings it down. Lujic for Kachojevic. He's got Schroen. Kachojevic! It's gone in. Kachojevic or Schroen. I think it was Kachojevic initially. It was by Luke Adams. Oh, that's a lovely ball by Epifano. Manolo through 1-on-1. Manolo against Tapia. Manolo with his first goal as a South Melbourne player. And Richmond are on the counter-attack here. Nia Joran brought down, falls at his feet. Ball played in. Chance Chaleli. And it's 3-2. And they are still in this game.
Northcote City took a 40th minute lead through Michael Carboneris, arriving at the back post to head in this corner. But Northcote's advantage was short-lived, Green Gully equalising a minute before half-time. A back heel from Evan Christodoulou, tapped in on the follow-up by Jay Davies. Craig Carley capitalised on some lax Melbourne Victory defending to get Hume City off to the perfect start at ABD Stadium. Petar Franjic nodded in to make it 2-0 on 10 minutes. And the goals kept coming. Nick Hegarty made it 3-0 on half an hour, a birthday goal accompanied with his trademark celebration. Christian Traszewski continued his goal-scoring form, 4-0 on 35 minutes at the end of a 19-pass move. In the second half, Tom Cahill turned in Jeremy Walker's cross to make it 5. And the man who started the rout would finish it. Craig Carley's double on 63 minutes, securing a 6-0 result. Abraham Yango won a penalty kick for Avondale, duly converted by Jonathan Jamato. Heidelberg would draw level through Stephen Pace, applying the finishing touch after Sean Ellis's free kick created chaos in the penalty area. And it was Ellis who would win the day, on the end of Kenny Athew's flick to loop in a headed finish.
Then one Bulleen player, and then a 6th. It is Gobas, and he hits the woodwork, and the follow-up is in! And the Bulleen Lions are in front. They're looking over at the flag. It does count. See the pace burning, but Andresevic is hitting it left into Zvorny, who's just as quick. It's Robbie Zvorny crossing it in. Vitkovic! Knights a level.
Now to PlayStation 4 NPL 2, another East versus West crossover round. We start with Liam Newman's opening goal for Brunswick City against Ballarat Red Devils. A red card for Simon Murphy wouldn't deter Ballarat, drawing level thanks to Paul George in the 68th minute. And in the 75th, Sean Romain's long bomb made it 2-1. The away team in front, despite being down a man. Replay showing that Romain's strike crossed the line. The tap-in made a certainty of it. But Brunswick transfer window acquisition Andrew LePage would save the day. A penalty kick converted in the 93rd minute. 2-2, the full-time score. Melbourne City continued their pursuit of the NPL 2 West title with a 2-0 win against Springvale White Eagles, Stefan Zinni tapping in the opener. It was another tap-in shortly after the hour mark, this time for Chris Cristaldo. Dandenong City's transfer window acquisitions continue to make their mark, Ross Frame scoring after just 6 minutes against Malvern Zebras. In the second half, it was the Amir Osmatjevic show. 2 goals in 10 minutes, setting up a 3-0 win. The young striker's prolific goal-scoring form continuing at his new club. Eastern Lions had visiting St Albans Saints on the back foot when Joan Barrero scored in the 29th minute. But St Albans were level before the break, Ryan McGuffey rising high to score the equaliser. And in the 65th minute, St Albans would win it. A kind rebound off the post into the path of Rodrigo Covarrubias. Nunawading City needed to sharpen up early, caught out in just the 2nd minute by Sergio Castel Martinez. It was 2-0 when Godwill Basher capitalised on some defensive indecisiveness. Ivan Skoric would then lead a Nunawading City comeback, scoring 2 goals to have the visitors level at the break. But in the second half, Bendigo would consolidate, Basher making it 3-2 in the 50th minute. And David Unan would accept a gift to make the score 4-2.
Springvale White Eagles with that score as well from around the grounds, 2-0. Now Offley breaking into the penalty area, using his speed and scoring the opener. Attila Offley and Whittlesey are ahead against the run of play for the penalty that was the first goal back for Whittlesey. Ball into the area, back post, and in. Miller with the cross in, and no one got a touch. Barfarosh wins the ball away. Clipped over the top by Iuliano, and Offley has space to work with. Does he go for goal or the corner? He goes for goal, and it's saved. The follow-up is in. It's an Offley hat-trick and a Whittlesey win at the Grange Reserve.
Sean Kane rifled in the opener for Goulburn Valley Suns as they took a 20th minute lead against Sunshine George Cross. It was another from long range when Dan Heffernan made it 2-0 on 36 minutes. And the scoring was done by half-time. Sean Kane's second made it 3-0 in decisive defending, allowing him to lash in. Now to the PlayStation 4 NPL Victoria ladder. South Melbourne maintains their 3-point advantage at the top of the league from Bentley Greens. Heidelberg United staying in the mix, 10 points back, along with Hume City. Green Gully's draw against Northcote City leaves them with a tall order to bridge the gap to the top 2. Oakley Cannon's home defeat against Bentley Greens means they're now looking over their shoulder, and Melbourne Knights just outside the top 6. Pascoe Vale's winning streak has taken them well clear of the relegation battle. Now perhaps a sneaky chance of mounting a top 6 charge. Port Melbourne's form is going in the other direction though, albeit still well clear of the drop zone. Bulleen Lions' hard-earned draw against Melbourne Knights has them 5 points clear of the relegation playoff spot. Avondale's defeat at home to Heidelberg means they're still 4 points above the danger zone. Richmond is now only 2 points clear of Northcote City in the relegation spots, albeit with a better goal difference. A 6-point penalty from the tribunal has left Melbourne Victory 14 points adrift of safety and 10 points away from climbing out of the automatic relegation places. Now to PlayStation 4 NPL 2 East. Dandenong Thunder's 2-0 win away to North Geelong Warriors means they are now 5 points clear of Kingston City after the latter's Saturday night slip-up against Whittlesea Rangers. Dandenong City has closed to within 11 points of the promotion playoff spot, while the Goulburn Valley Suns are next best in the chasing pack after a 3-0 win against Sunshine George Cross. Box Hill United suffered a 1-0 defeat at home to Moreland City, but are still ahead of Springvale White Eagles on goal difference. Murray United suffered a 3-0 defeat away to Werribee City, while Nunawading City's prospects of moving off the foot of the league are that much more difficult after failing to take any points from Bendigo. Now to the PlayStation 4 NPL 2 West Ladder, and Whittlesea Rangers win away to Kingston sets up a mouth-watering top-of-the-table clash against Melbourne City at La Trobe University on Saturday. With one of the top teams guaranteed not to win this weekend, St Albans Saints will be seeking to capitalise from their position in third. North Geelong Warriors' form has seen them slip 6 points off title pace and 4 points behind the promotion playoff spot. Moreland Zebras' form also makes for similar reading. Ballarat Red Devils draw with Brunswick City, not quite enough to propel them back into the promotion playoff mix. Moreland City's win away to Box Hill United sees them consolidated mid-table. At the foot of the league, 2 of the bottom 3 were winners this weekend, Werribee and Bendigo City picking up some much-needed points. For extended highlights packages made by the clubs, photo galleries and news, make sure to like the NPL Victoria Facebook page. You can hear from players and coaches every week on the FFE podcast and hear live action on FFE Radio in the Mixlr app or at mixlr.com/FFE Radio. For fixtures, venues and kickoff times, go to nplvic.com.au.